Okay, guys. So today, the Supreme Court ruled 8-1 to allow January 6th committee access to Trump's White House documents. Now, for the Democrats, this is possibly or probably a win, they think, but in reality, it's not really a win because most of these documents can be public if they request it. Now, depending on how these documents gets released, um, there most likely going to be a lot of redaction and blacked out material, and basically serves nobody anything, um, because almost everything that goes on, it's protected under secrecy, and they're classified and whatnot. So the people are going to say, oh, his nominees voted against him, and all this stuff, but let's take a step back. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's read the article from Daily Mail. Supreme Court rules 8-1 to allow January 6th committee access to Trump's White House documents. All three of President's Supreme Court nominees vote against him. So you see how the article's written. In a rebuff to former President Donald Trump, the Supreme Court is allowing the release of presidential document sought by the congressional committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack. Shortly after a ruling on Wednesday evening, the January 6th Select Committee said that they already started to receive records previously hidden from them by Trump. He's not in office. The records are not in his hands. He could fight the court to basically stop him from being released due to the fact that he might have potential secrets that could be leaked. But let's continue. The Supreme Court's action tonight is a victory for the rule of law and American democracy, the committee wrote in a tweet. Of course they did. The Select Committee has already begun to receive records that the former president had hoped to keep hidden, and we look forward to additional productions regarding this important information. The Supreme Court justices on Wednesday rejected a bid by Trump to withhold the documents from the congressional panel until the issue is finally resolved by the courts. Trump's lawyers had hoped to prolong the court fight and keep the documents on hold. Following the High Court's action, there is no legal impediment to turning over the documents, which are held by the National Archives and Records Administration. That's the point. That's the key. Trump has no control over them. He could hire a lawyer trying to prolong it because there could be some secret material in there. Not that he had a hand in it, but they include presidential diaries, visitors logs, speech draft, and handwritten notes dealing with January 6th from the files of former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. This is going to open up a Pandora's box, guys. This is going to open up a Pandora's box. Why I say that is because there's going to be other committees. They're going to go after other presidents. And I mean, I hope they do. People have the right to know as well what happened on January 6th. And prior to that, Benghazi. We want to know what the hell happened in Benghazi. We want to know what happened during the Obama administration with all the scandals that was going on. Right? But, whatever. They're going to say there was no scandal during the Obama administration. Well, yes, there was. I want to know what happened with Iran's deal. I want to know how Iran got $1.4 billion with $400 million delivered in cash on a pallet to Iran in an Iranian airfield, airport. I want to know what deal went through. I want to know what Biden did as a vice president with Ukraine. Pandora's box, guys. Let's continue. The House committee agreed to defer its attempt to get some documents at the request of the Biden White House. See? It gets interesting. The current administration was concerned that releasing all of Trump's administration documents sought by the committee could compromise national security and executive privilege. Booyah. It's not a victory. This is a Pandora's box that's about to go haywire. See, these people are so they have so much hate in them that they want to portray the American citizens as domestic terrorists. You know that they called January 6th an insurrection. They are holding people in prison without a charge till now, and they always end up shooting themselves in the foot. The Supreme Court could have ruled 9-0, but there's a lot more layers on top of this whole thing, and people start celebrating, popping champagne, Democrats winning and blah. No, you're not winning. You're actually losing. This is a lost cause. So let's get. Alone among the justices, Clarence Thomas said he would have granted Trump's request to keep the documents on hold. Trump's attorney had asked the High Court to reverse ruling by the Federal Appeals Court in Washington and block the release of the records, even after President Joe Biden waived executive privilege over them. In an unsigned opinion, the court acknowledged there are serious and substantial concerns over whether a former president can win a court order to prevent disclosure of certain records from his time in office in a situation like this one. But the court noted that the appeals court determined that a Trump's assertion of privilege over the document would fail under any circumstances, even if he were the incumbent. It said the issue of a former president's ability to claim executive privilege would have to wait for another day. The court took issue with the conclusion of the appeals court that downplayed a former president's interest, suggesting that the current president could, in essence, ignore his predecessor's claim. Justice Brett Kavanaugh, who worked in White House under President George W. Bush, wrote separately to argue that a former president must be able to successfully invoke the presidential communications privilege for communications that occurred during his presidency, even if the current president does not support the privilege claim. But Kavanaugh, a Trump appointee, did not object to the outcome Wednesday. Well, I don't really like Kavanaugh anyways. I already knew how he was going to vote. So, look at guys. They are wasting money just like they did on the impeachment trials. They found nothing. There was no Russian collusion. There was no Russian involvement. There was nothing. This is just a front, okay? This is just a front. They are wasting money. They are wasting time. They have nothing. This is the only ammo they got is just to go after Trump because, Trump showed their hand. Trump took a crap all over them. He exposed all of them. What fake people these people are. And this goes for Republicans too, not just Democrats. These rhinos who are politicians who know who are only going after interest. They're not after the interest of the people. They're going after their own interest. They're going after their own re-election stuff. Nothing to do with the people. So, what is going to be the outcome of this? Nothing, guys. Nothing. They're not going to find anything. Nothing's going to come out of it. Just more money wasted, more time wasted. And we're going to sit back and laugh again at these committee individuals who think they found something. Just like Chuck Schumer, who continues to say, there was Russian collusion. What's the other guy's name? Frog Eyes. Not McConnell, the other guy. Anyways, he's from California. I don't care. Yeah. So, that being said, Make up your mind. Come up with your own opinion. I don't know. Nothing's gonna happen, guys. This is just a waste of money, waste of taxpayers' money. Okay, taxpayers' money being wasted daily over this crap. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments down below. Peace out.